thought process behind that?
It was just something funny, I thought, something to start the day with. Sunday fun day. Sun's out, buns out. It was, I just kind of woke up in a funny mood and felt like it.
All right, cool. No, you weren't making like an OnlyFans announcement or anything like that?
No, not yet.
So how is Fight Week treating you so far?
Good. It's keeping me busy. And, but we know what to expect at this point, and we know what the work that is put out in front of us. So we're just doing it.
What do you think of your opponent?
He's a dangerous guy, and we're respecting. We're not underestimating him at all, and we need to get this W. So I'm here to win.
What are you expecting from him?
In my mind, he's a great wrestler, he's a good striker as well. So I'm ready for a war, and it was a short camp. And then I'm a shorter camp than I'm used to. Usually, I like to ease into my camps and have long training camps. But this was a little short notice 4-week camp, and we kind of just had like a little injection of just grind, and I kind of liked it. And I had a good rapport from my coaches and my training partners, and actually, I feel good.
I've heard that some fighters prefer having a little bit of a shorter camp because they're not overtraining, they're not overthinking about this person, and you don't have to sit and wait forever. Are you agreeing with that?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's great. We're not overthinking. We know the work that we got to do, and we're just doing it and executing. And we all feel pretty good about the work that we put in.
And you've had a very long career. You are already in the Hall of Fame. So what more is there for you on the horizon? What do you kind of see for your career going forward?
I know I'm not in the position where I want to be in my career. I want to be back fighting for that title or whatever, and I'm nowhere near that. So I just need to stack some W's so that I can get back to that.
What would you have to do against this opponent to get back in that conversation? Do you feel like you have to actually get a really exciting knockout or submission, or is a win enough?
I just think I need to go out there and I need to show my skills, display my skills. I think I've gotten better, but I haven't been able to show that in my fights, and it's unfortunate because I know how good I am, and I just haven't been able to show that in the fights. And I think I've put a lot of pressure before into trying to have a big showing, but I think instead of just putting a lot of pressure on that, I think I'm just going to ease off on the pressure and try to have fun a lot more.
And last one for me, do you have a prediction for the boxing fight that's happening on Saturday night? Are you paying attention at all? Some people aren't.
Not too much. I know it's happening, and me and my family, we grew up watching Canelo, and obviously, we've seen Crawford as well, but we're going to be rooting for Canelo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Dustin was in here earlier, and it was kind of I don't want to say weird, but it was a little bit different approach when we asked him about this fight, right? He said he's not a big media guy, and he kind of opened up and said, man, I get nervous before these fights. Like, it's kind of been a crutch throughout my entire career that, I've done well in the gym sometimes, and the lights come on, and I just, whatever happens in there, I just don't show up on fight night. So, like, what do you think about when you hear things like that? Because normally you get guys coming in here saying, like, man, I'm going to knock this guy out, I'm going to submit him, like, doesn't matter, I'm going to win. And then you've got a guy like Dustin who doesn't seem like he's 100% confident, in himself going into this weekend.
I wouldn't say he's not confident. I would say he's probably or what was it that he said again?
He said he gets very nervous sometimes, and it's
yeah.
kind of been like a struggle throughout his entire career.
That's normal. Every fighter gets nervous before a fight. How you handle it is the thing. I wouldn't say he's not confident because he's here, right? And he's signed on the dotted line, so he's confident enough to think that he can beat me. So I wouldn't say he's not confident, but maybe he's just opening up, right? Because every fighter gets nervous.
And then he also said he's encouraging you to miss weight. He says Kelvin can come in at heavyweight because I want his purse. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I bet he does.
The division, middleweight's kind of been shaken up a little bit this week, not this week, but a couple of weeks ago. What were your thoughts on like the DDP and Hamzat fight? Because there's certain people that were critical of it, and then there's other people that were like, man, if you don't like how that fight played out, then you don't like MMA as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was super impressive on how he took out DDP. I mean, no one's been able to do that to him, and he made it look easy. And I don't think it's easy to do that to someone like DDP, who's beaten Rob Whittaker. He's beaten Adesanya. I mean, I fought these guys. I know what it's like to be in the cage with these guys. And, he's beaten them. And to be able to do that to DDP is, I think it's pretty hard, And
then who do you think deserves the next shot? Because there's kind of this debate going on right now, like, Imavov is sure that he's the next guy to fight for the title, but then everyone else is kind of saying, like, no, it's going to be the winner of RDR and Fluffy. Like, if somebody gets a finish in that fight, they think that's going to kind of trump what Imavov did over Kyle Bahayo. So what's your opinion on that?
I think people are pretty high on RDR at the moment. So, I think it's going to be whatever makes biggest noise or what gets people to watch would be, the RDR and the Hamzat fight. But not to take anything away from Nasruddin. I mean, he's taken out Adesanya. He knocked him out. And he just took out, who did he fight? Kyle Bahayo the other day. And so, I mean, this is a real threat to the title. And so, but I think, these days it's about what gets eyes on the TV screens.
And then speaking of that, like getting eyes on the TV screens, obviously you coming from Tough back in the day, we're seeing the newer seasons of Tough. I don't know if the guys from those seasons are doing as well as they used to in the UFC. We're seeing more guys come from Contender and, have success that way, right? What do you think? Do you think eventually there's going to be a time where the Tough series just gets completely played out and Contender series takes over, or is there always going to be a place for Tough?
I hope there always is. Tough was very special to me growing up. I watched it every season growing up, and then obviously I was able to get on it and win it, and it changed my entire life, right? So a lot of champions and contenders have came out of that. Hall of Famers have came out of that, and so I think it's a very needed part of our sport, but unfortunately it's not getting the eyes that it used to. I don't know if it's the network or just the format of the show needs to be changed, but I think it's needed, but I think it's on its way out at the same time.
Hey, Kelvin.
Yeah?
Is it important for you not just to get a win, but is it important for you to get a win on the Noche UFC card? Does that have any importance to you?
Oh, dude, I'm super honored to be here, to be fighting on this card. I've been wanting to fight on a Noche card for a long, long time. I was originally scheduled to fight Shavkat in one of these, but I got injured, and and then also with the cancellation that I had in Mexico City, I kind of feel like I owe the Mexican people a fight. So here we are.
Does it matter to you? Because this was originally supposed to be in Mexico, but now we're here in San Antonio. Do you have a preference of that, or you happy to be here?
Oh man, when it was announced to be in Guadalajara, I was like all over it, right? And then once I heard it was changed to San Antonio, I kind of got discouraged. But then they told me I might be fighting on it, and then I was like, all right, let's get it, because I love Texas. I love coming out here. Anytime I've come out to Texas, they show love, so I love coming out.
Well, thank you for your honesty. San Antonio loves you anyway.
No, thank you. Cool. Thank you.